sports. Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's the Browns going up against the Chargers.
Okay, Larry, we are about 11 miles south of the future home of the Chargers at the current home of the Chargers, and that's the StubHub Center in Carson. I'll tell you, you wouldn't think 30,000 people could make this noise. That's half the size of a normal NFL stadium, but this is no normal crowd. They are ready to go as their Chargers get set to match up with the Cleveland Browns. Here's the kicker, Zane Gonzalez, ready to get this one started. And we are underway in Southern California. So they will accept the penalty and move. Forward. The tight end Henry here in motion. They go play action here on first down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Now Gordon. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's fourth down. Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On fourth down, they snap it to Rivers. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. They got 29 yards there. And it'll be a Los Angeles first down. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Now Gordon on first down to the 25. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
On second down, they'll run with Gordon. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. On third down, Rivers. And it's complete. Henry. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. First and goal, Melvin Gordon. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. And one of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you can darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
3rd and goal for Rivers. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a 3rd down stop by them.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And the Chargers grab themselves a 3-0 lead. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
Sammy Coates now to return it. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Kaiser on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And no, incomplete. Boy, they took a shot there on the first play. Tried to start it out with a bang. But it's 2nd down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
This is Crowell. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front. Last level.
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Brandon Mebane. He's the one that gets him down. It'll be a loss of 5, and it'll bring up 4th down. They're indeed going. It's Kaiser. He finds Coates complete. They'll get 19 yards there, and it'll give the Browns a 1st down. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
A 1st down carry now for Crowell. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. 2nd down, Kaiser. Forced out to his left. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns with a football to begin quarter number 2. And they're driving, but they come up on a 3rd and short here. An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. He'll try to run for it with Crowell. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
I like the look that they just showed there. When you come out in a passing formation, spread things out a little bit, makes it really hard to cover the middle of the field, doesn't it? Because you got to go out to the perimeter and cover those guys.
Yep, exactly. Got some good blocking, too. Helped him pick up the first. First down, Kaiser. Oh, Kaiser can't get away, and he'll go down. Joey Bosa in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Now a second down throw for Kaiser. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Even though that one was incomplete, you could see the training that went into that play. He gets out of the pocket, ends up moving to his right. All he's trying to do, though, extend the life of the play. Keep it alive, hoping someone would pop free.
Was able to take a pretty good shot with a deep ball, but incomplete. Now this will be the 9th play on this drive. Play fake. Kaiser. He rifles one that's intercepted. Trevor Williams with a pick. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. The LA Chargers taking over on offense here in a second. They won 6 of their last 7 in 2017. You mentioned earlier, just missing the playoffs. And you know, who would have guessed that they would have had a rebound like that, because they started 0-4.
They really channeled what the 1992 Chargers franchise. They started 0-4 and ended up 12-4 and won their division. But they came close. What a valiant run. But they ran into our producer, Ben Ramsauer's Kansas City Chiefs, in Kansas City late in the season. That one loss out of those last 7, that's the one that kept them out of the playoffs.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. The tight end Henry here in motion. On 3rd down, Rivers. Dancing to his left. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Rivers looking a little nimble there as he picks up a 1st down.
Now that definitely hurts, because the mindset is getting a 3 and out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a 1st down.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's another 10 yards on that one and another 1st down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Rivers on 1st down. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Brandon Oliver now on the return. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. start on the ground. This is Gordon on first down. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. Two minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Southern California after this. Second down, Rivers. He sets to fire deep. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. The Chargers on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, Rivers. Right back for Allen. This time he finds him complete. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. Got to be careful here. They need to move quickly, but it's also 4th. Last year for Keenan Allen, by the way, 102 receptions in 2017. Chargers record, he actually passed a running back, LaDainian Tomlinson, who had that record.
Yeah, running back and a Hall of Famer. 3rd in the NFL in receiving yards with over 1,300, nearly 1,400 yards. Played only 9 games in the last 2 years, but here's why I really like it. Clutch on third down. Led the NFL in third down receptions.
Rivers going for the deep ball. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. Browns offensively getting ready to take the field again. If you take a step back, Charles, last 2 years for the Browns, 1-31. Worst 2-year stretch in the 98-year history of the NFL. Everybody knows that story. And the playoff drought at 14 years. Where does this franchise turn?
It's one of the great questions because I was on the record last spring that their draft looked about as professional a draft as you could have. 3 first-rounders, all of them became...
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Melvin Ingram in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Kaiser now on second down. He's got a man. It's Corey Coleman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 19 yards that time for number 19.
That crossing route is so effective when you hit it just right because you get a guy on the move, and then we see the end result there.
Nightmare for the defense. They got a guy with a full head of steam.
Not only does he catch it, but he picks up additional yardage after it.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. From the gun, Kaiser. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. The Browns on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Come on, let's go.
From the shotgun, it's Kaiser. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. And he's got room. And now look at him go. And this is going to be a Charger touchdown. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Back to it after the pick six. Kaiser going long for Coates. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Jaleel Adai. brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD. So now 2 pick sixes that he's thrown in this first half of play. Where do you go from here?
Well, number one, make sure you keep your poise. Make sure you go to the sideline after throwing this second one, and you look like you're still in charge, that you're still the guy, because your team's going to feed off of you. And if you're having your hands on your head or shaking your head, walking with your head down, guess what? They're not going to rally at all.
Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
They begin with a run by Crowell. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Let's go! Brand 38! Brand 38! Let's go!
On second down, here's Crowell. And some space here. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
But we know one thing. Isaiah Crowell can run if given an opportunity. Had the longest run in the NFL in 2016. An 85-yard touchdown sprint, week 2 against Baltimore.
This one not quite as long. Didn't end in 6, but still a great gain. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
To throw, Kaiser. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Joey Bosa in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Working out of the gun. Here's Kaiser. Being chased out left. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool. Instead,
there goes Melvin Gordon. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, 62 yards. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
The punter Kaiser now out to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Now it's Crowell running right. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Now Kaiser. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Joey Bosa in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. So a tough spot for Kaiser. The sack, and now it's 3rd and long. To throw is Kaiser. Buying time to his left. And he'll be out of bounds, getting it across the 25. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to 4th down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. They're going to try and throw. Flush to his right. He finds Coleman. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. They got 29 yards there. Kaiser now. Coleman has it here right side. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. Again, it's Kaiser. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down. Second down following the run. Kaiser to throw it. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another 1st down.
Not too many teams will use a 1st-round pick on a tight end, so you know that when one does, he's got to be pretty darn special.
A small example of why they took him in the 1st round there. Nice little catch and run to get the good yardage. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. They'll try and punch it in with Crowell. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll throw here. Kaiser steps away to his left. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it wasn't intercepted. On the run, it's Crowell. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th. They come out here in the eye. They'll go with a big bang, Crowell. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Isaiah Crowell taking it in from a yard out. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit. So they went for it from the 1 on 4th and goal, and they got it done.
Is this the new NFL?
This is the new NFL.
This is the updated NFL, and I like it. I know that quarterbacks across the league have spent the entire offseason and even during the season lobbying their coaches.
And, oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston.
Most teams do in their two-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Chargers getting set to go. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Brandon, it's all about pace and tempo now for them. They've got the advantage, so I'm going to put musical terms for you. You don't want to go prestissimo. That's too quick, too lively, right? But you also don't want to slow it down too much. You don't want to go lento. What you really want to be is moderato. Nice and even, nice and steady, get those gains, and close out the game.
I think that chicken parm from last night's gone to your head. Now Rivers. Open man, it's Allen. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. On the counter, here's Gordon. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. They tried to run the counter, just that the defense wasn't fooled.
And when they're not fooled, you see the end result, because what you're doing there, you mentioned the counter. You're using your offensive linemen sometimes to pull or move, to influence the defensive front, to go in that direction and create the space back in the other side and block it appropriately. But you're exactly right. Didn't move him, sat there waiting for him and made the play.
A Charger first down. Rivers hooking up with Allen. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Rivers going to turn and give this one to his running back, Gordon. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Something to think about with these Chargers. They had 4 losses a season ago when leading with 3 minutes or less.
So you think that their fans right now, they're hopeful, but not necessarily expecting it to go their way.
Yeah, not counting their chickens just yet.
Check, Patriot!
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Rivers. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. It'll be a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks. But it doesn't matter what you call the position. It's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
Following the penalty, here's Gordon. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit right at the line of scrimmage. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
This is Gordon. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Chargers on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Rivers. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. And he is out of bounds, but not before taking this inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Shift together here from the D-line. Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Rivers here to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that is out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Keenan Allen, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. Working out of the gun, Rivers. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that exit, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Kaiser on 1st down. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Joey Bosa getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Now a 2nd down throw for Kaiser. He's going to let it fly. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a cornerback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him.
Now Rivers. Allen's got it over the middle. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really... And he's going to be brought down back at his own 6-yard line. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So it's 3rd and long for the Chargers, and Rivers after the sack. To throw, Rivers. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
This offense 2 for 2 converting on these thus far, so why not try again here on 4th down? They'll go for it. The Chargers go here. It's Rivers. He's going to air one out. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. And we're hitting the end of this one, and it looks to probably be the final play. And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. And that'll set them back 5. And here we go on 1st and goal. One final shot for Kaiser. And my goodness, another interception. Snags it for the pick. And that will write a finish to this ball.
Nice pick, nice pick.